Hi, good evening, everyone. I am Dana Haysburg, also known as the Vision Builder, and I am the owner and founder of DHB Vision Strategist. I am a vision strategist, corporate trainer, and speaker. Thank you so much for joining me this evening for Advanced the Vision Building series. Thank you for taking the time to be here. And let me just tell you before we get started what Advance is about. Advance is a series that is intended to give you tips, tools to help you in crafting, creating a vision for your life, to help you to have strategies to reach your targets, to reach your goals. And it is also intended to help you to tune into what is your purpose in life. So as you come and you tune in every Tuesday, participate in discussions, I hope that you receive empowerment to help you to pursue your vision, to pursue your goals, and to help you figure out how to navigate life as you are pursuing your goals. So thank you so much for being here. I'm very excited about this. I'm very excited about all things vision. For me, vision is a critical part of life. It's a critical part of your success journey. And therefore, I am just enthused about helping persons find their ideal life design, find their visions for themselves, for their businesses, because I understand the power of vision to move you forward. Vision is the reason that I am here today, because I was able to develop within myself an ability to see a reality that is beyond where that was beyond where I presently was, despite the circumstances of where I was born, despite the circumstances of the things that I grew up with. I was able to create a vision, an alternative reality in my mind, and I was able to utilize the gifts, talents, abilities that I had within me, coupled with my experience, to navigate or strategize a path towards that vision. So I'm very, very enthused. I'm very excited about all things relating to helping persons find their ideal life design, helping persons to understand that they can achieve a reality that is beyond their present reality, helping you to understand that you can find your ideal and that you can pursue it, that you have gifts, talents, and abilities that are intended to help you along that journey. So I help people by coaching them. I help persons by providing workshops, providing training. I do one-on-one and group coaching. And then I relish every opportunity that I have to speak to different audiences to empower and encourage them in their pursuit of their goals, their dreams. So without much further ado, let's get into tonight's topic. Tonight's topic for the first episode of Advanced the Vision Building series is the show. So if you are ready to get into this topic, I just want you to type ready in the comments so that we can dive right in. We're going to be as interactive as possible this evening as we go into tonight's topic. So before we get into what the show is about, I want to remind you about what vision is. Vision is your desired future optimal state. It is the standards that you have for your life. So in the next 3 to 5 years, which is the ideal time frame for a vision, what would your life look like? What would you be doing? What would it feel like? What are the things that you will be involved in? All the different elements of your life. What would that look like to you? So that is what your vision is. Your vision, I like to think about it this way. Your vision, I see it as a lighthouse in the distance that provides for you a target, that provides for you a focus point, that guides you. So it helps you to understand which direction you're going to go in. So let's just write that in the comments, type it, follow, so that I know that you're following along with me. Your vision is a lighthouse. Your vision is a lighthouse. It helps you to plan a pathway. So in a sense, your vision gives you direction. Your vision tells you which way to go. Your vision is the thing that's drawing you forward. So if your vision is the lighthouse, then the way that the vision is going to direct you, because a lighthouse is that thing that is in the water or beyond where you are. The way to your vision is through the water. So you see where I'm going with the show. The way to your vision is through the water. So in order to get to your vision, you have to get into the water. So my question to you right now, and you think about your life, are you on the shore or are you in the water? Are you on the shore or are you in the water? So let's stop for a moment. So those of you from Trinidad and Tobago, imagine that you are at Maracas Beach, or imagine that you are at Store Bay or Pigeon Point. You know, you're on the shore, you're relaxing, you're enjoying, you're enjoying the views. But then in the distance, you see something like a treasure in the distance on the water. Something that's shiny, something that's attractive to you, you see it in the distance. But the only way to get to that treasure is to enter the water. But the water looks rough. You're not sure if you can handle the water. So let's think about it. I want to go back to Maracas because you know what? I've been tossed many a times by Maracas waves. So you see the treasure in the distance, something that is really desirable for you, something that you really want. It's in the distance. And you know you want it, but then you look at the water and you're thinking to yourself, that water looks really rough. I'm seeing people topple to the left and right by the waves. I'm seeing people I've seen people drown in that water. I don't know if I can handle that water. And so there you have the thing that you desire in the distance, but the notion of fear comes in. I am worried about whether I can handle the water. So you know what you do? You stay on the shore. You stay on the shore and you think about, I really would like to have that. That thing looks really good. I wish I could have it. So you stay on the shore, you continue to look, you continue to long. That is what you're doing. You're there, you're thinking about it, but you're not ever making a step to move from the shore. So you remain there thinking about the treasure, you remain there wishing for it, you remain there hoping that things were different, yet you're not doing anything about it. Why does that happen to us? What is the missing link? Why is it so challenging for us to get into the water? So my question to you now is, we're in a vision building series. You may say to me, you have an event, you have a vision for your life. You know what you want out of your life. You know what you want it to look like. My question to you then is, right now, at this moment, are you in the water or are you on the shore? Can somebody just type that in the comments to me so that I know you're following? Are you in the water or are you in the shore? Ask yourself the question. Now, if you find that you're still on the shore and you're not sure how to move into the water, this is what this is about. This is what this episode of Advance is about. It's about helping you to get started entering the water, entering into the new zone where you can go towards your vision, where you can achieve your vision, where you actually have a possibility of achieving it. Because the reality is, as long as you stay on the shoreline, as long as you stay on the shore, you will never get to that lighthouse in the distance. You're never going to get to that dream, to that vision, to that treasure that's waiting out there for you. So if you find yourself being on the shore, or maybe you've been that person who you would have been in the water at some point, but the waves were too rough. It was too hard. You got a little bit scared and you went back to the shore, and now you don't know how to get back in the water. We're going to talk about some easy tips, easy ways that you can actually start to get back in the water, get back swimming or rowing or whatever avenue or tool or vehicle you're going to use to get to that vision. But this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, how do I get back in the water? How do I get off the shore and pursue the thing that I know that I want for myself? So if you're ready for the tips, trying to follow it. That's why that's why we have to know how to achieve our goals. You have to know how. But even before we get there, let's start now with the tips. I want you to think about something. If there's something that you really, really desire, if there's something that you really, really long for, what would stop you from going after it? If it's something that you really treasure, what would stop you from going after it? Would you easily forget it? Would you easily move on from it? Would you easily change direction? These are things we need to think about. So if I find myself on the shore, the first thing that I need to do is check to see if I'm really seeing a clear vision. So somebody type that for me. Check if what you are seeing is the vision for you. That's our first tip. Check if what you are seeing is a vision for you. What do I mean by that? Sometimes you may say, I have a vision for my life. And I'm the kind of person, I like to ask questions, perhaps as the teacher in me. So I will ask you a question. What's the vision? If your vision sounds like this, to have a better life, we're missing something. Because a better life is anywhere. What is a better life for you? If your vision is to be further than I am now, so where do you see yourself in the next 3 to 5 years? To be further than where I am. Further than where you are could be in any direction. So perhaps the reason that you are still on the shore is because you do not have an exact target that you are working towards. If I'm already afraid of the water, if I've already been knocked over by some waves, I am unlikely to go into the water to a target that I am not sure of. Let me talk about me. I am not a swimmer. I have a lot of respect for the ocean when I get to the beach. So even if I am learning to swim, even if I want to go into the water, I have a target that I am heading to. I am going to that point and no further. This is where I am heading to. So these are the things that we need to consider. If it is that the vision, the thing that you're seeing, the jewels, the treasure that you're seeing is not enough to pull you, to draw you, to make you want to go for it, it could be that the vision is not clear enough. So the first thing to consider if you find yourself stuck on the shore is my vision really clear? Is my vision specific? Do I have a target? And if it is, even if it is specific, why is it not motivating me to pursue it? Why is it not pulling me or, imploring the inner parts of me to come after it? Why is it not moving me? And if it's not moving you, if it's not something that you are longing for, yearning for, it has that connection to you, because that's what a vision is. A vision has a deeply emotive, a deeply personal connection to you. And if it's not pulling you, then it could be that your vision is missing something. Does this make sense? Are you following? Let me see if I can check the comments. Taking risks, yes. So is your vision clear? So that might be first thing to move off the shore, clarify your vision. Don't be afraid to get specific, because without specificity, you're not going to move. Without specificity, you're going to end up anyway. And you know what? Life is this ocean, and life can be rough. We know this. Life has its good days and it has its bad days. So without some specificity to help you to know exactly what you're moving towards, you are always going to be stop and go. You're always going to be hesitating. You're always going to be unclear as to what to do, or where to go, or what to use. You're going to be unclear. Second point, to get off the shore, start small. There is a misconception that we have about vision. And we're going to type that. Can somebody type that in for me? Start small. Second point, start small. There is a misconception about creating or manifesting or achieving your vision for your life. Somehow in our human brains, We envision something for our life. We determine what is our ideal future states in the next 3 to 5 years. And somehow in our mind, because we are visualizing it, because we're painting such a picture, we think of it in terms of a leapfrog. I take one action and I'm going to end up there. That isn't how it works. That's not how it works. You start small. When you think about going into the ocean, I want you to think about it. Let's get back to the beach, right? I love the beach, so this is a really great topic for me. I might not be a swimmer, but I love the beach. If I can go to the beach every single week, I'll be so happy. So think about going into the water. When you go into the water, how does it happen? You walk along the shore and then you hit the water line. So the first thing that is, you take that first step, the bottom of your foot gets wet. You take that second step, then you know your toes are in the water. You take that third step, you're ankle deep. You take the fourth step, you know, you might be between your calf and your ankle. I don't know what that is called, but you're there. But progressively, little by little by little, you are getting into the water. Little by little, you are one step closer to the thing that you're going towards. So start small. Take some small steps towards the vision that is before you. You've taken the time now and you've clarified your vision. You've taken the time and you've set a target. You've made your vision very smart. It's specific, it's measurable, it's attainable, it's realistic, and it's timely. I know where I'm going. I have my GPS coordinates. I'm sure of where I'm going. Now, take the small steps, one step at a time. It doesn't have to be, you know, I take a belly flop into the ocean. It doesn't have to be, I dive straight into the deep. Most of us, that is not how it's going to happen. So you need to start step by step by step. Stop waiting to get all your ducks in a row in order to start. I'm sorry to say this to you, your ducks not going to get in a row. It's not going to happen. Everything is not going to be perfect for you to start. So how do we start? Look for small ways to invest in yourself. I'm going to share part of my story with you guys. I knew what I needed to do in terms of my business. I was aware of where I wanted to go, and I was very clear on the vision for my life. But I recognized that the circumstances of my life at that point in time would not have allowed me to be the most productive. So I made some decisions. One of the decisions that I made was to invest in a coach for myself. Why did I make that decision to invest in a coach? Because I knew that I needed help. I knew that I wanted to fast track my process. I knew that I wanted to accelerate, give myself some boundaries, that will help me to swim a little bit faster, that would help me to get in the water a little bit quicker. So I made the decision to invest in a coach. Was it an easy decision? Not necessarily. It was easy in the sense that I knew I had to. But did I have every single thing in place when I did it? No. It required me to modify some things. You know, you have your monthly budgets. It required me to make some sacrifices as it related to my budget because it was a financial investment in myself. But I knew what I needed to do, and I knew I couldn't wait until all the ducks were in a row. So I bet the bullets and I made the investment in coaching for myself so that I could accelerate myself to my purpose because I knew what I needed. Take the time to invest in yourself. I know that sometimes when you think about making investments into yourself, you have a number of things to weigh. I completely understand that. But I'm going to say this. There's never really going to be an opportune moment where you're not weighing everything. So make a decision about what is the investment that you're going to make. Make a decision about what areas you need help in. Because in the long run, that is what's going to help you to swim a little bit faster. That's what's going to help you to get a little bit further. Start small. It doesn't have to be a large investment. It can be something as small as buying a book for yourself. a book that you can read, get some information in an area that will help you go towards your vision. But start small. And the third point that I want to share with you this evening is do it afraid. Go into the water even though you are afraid. One of the greatest myths that we have had is that people who pursue their vision, people who achieve great success, they are fearless. I honestly believe that fearlessness is a myth. There is always a measure of fear. It's what we do with the fear. It's how we use the fear that makes the difference. Don't wait until you are absolutely fearless, that you feel that you could conquer every single thing to then start, because you're going to be waiting for a long time to start on that pathway to your vision. Whatever it is that you are thinking of doing, whatever is that vision that you have, that first step is going to be scary. Moving from your zone of comfort, which is the shore. I know the shore, I can stand. God made human beings to stand, not to swim. You know, he made me a human and not a fish. So I am comfortable on the shore. I'm longing for that thing in the distance, that lighthouse in the distance, but I'm comfortable on the shore. Do it afraid. Your zone of growth requires you to push past the fear so that you can begin to swim, so that you can reach your vision. Do it afraid. How do you do it afraid? Again, by taking small steps. Every time you take a small step, that first step into the water, when it just wets the base of your foot, that first step is you conquering a fear. Whatever is that first step for you, it's you conquering that fear. It's you making a decision to move in a direction. So make the decision to step in. That first step is going to help you. That's you doing it afraid. Taking that first step is you doing it afraid. As you do it afraid and you realize, oh, nothing bad happened to me, you're empowered to take the second step. You take the second step and you know it's a little bit deeper and you might feel some fear still. But you say, you know what, I did the first step and I did the second step and nothing bad happened. I'm actually further along. I'm going to take the third step. So how do we get off the shore? Do it afraid. We don't want to be on the shore in 2019. In 2019, we want to be on our journey towards our vision, on our journey towards our lighthouse. We want to be in the water of life moving forward, not standing on the sidelines watching everyone get in, but we want to get in. So this is my encouragement to you. This is my what is the word that I'm looking for? This is me encouraging you to go, to pursue, to take that time to explore and identify your vision, to come off the shore and to pursue it, to know that it is possible. If you would even start with just one of these steps, you're going to find that your life will begin to move in the right direction. So I want to thank you guys for joining me for Advance. I'm going to be here again next week, Tuesday. I also want to take this opportunity to invite you, the women who are the vision builders on my page, the female vision builders. I want to take a moment to invite you to my Vision Empowerment Brunch Renew, Revive, Reset. This event was designed for women to help you to get your tools, get your empowerment, get your motivation, to find a new sense of energy, a new sense of drive, to refuel you and refuel all of those desires that you created all those goals that you set for yourself at the beginning of the year, to refuel those so that you can finish 2019 strong. This might be your way to start small. This might be your small step towards a bigger vision for your life. I want to extend to you a very special invitation to this event. Tickets cost $300. I know that you may be juggling your budgets, but I do think that you will not regret this investment for yourself. If you are interested in getting a ticket for this event, just leave a comment and I will reach out to you. I can't wait to meet you there, and I can't wait for all the ways that you are going to benefit from this event, because we are going to make July to December our best half of 2019. We're going to get off the shorelines and get into the water and begin swimming to our vision. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday. Have a great evening.